How's it, everybody?
My name is Sarah, I'm 24 and I'm from Durban.
My name is Marek, I'm 26 and I come from East London.
Our channel name is Sarah and Marek and we make travel videos and we're more focused on like travel on a budget kind of genre.
Yeah, so we want to use our channel to show the people of the world, but more specifically our fellow South Africans, that you don't need a lot of money, you don't need like a massive bank balance to go and experience the world and experience different parts and cultures of the world and just to like see what the world has to offer. And we don't just like tell you how to do it, but we show it. We show you exactly how we've been doing it for the past few months already. And something else that we find quite cool as well is at the end of each Friday's video, we put a full breakdown of how much that video or that past week cost us.
And we also put conversions as well. So we always make sure that we have the rand there because South Africa is very close to our hearts.
It's our first currency that always lists.
Yes, and then it's like dollars or euros or whatever else. And then it's all there for reference for anyone that's interested in how much we're actually spending on our travels. So for me personally, I was actually watching some of our earlier videos the other day and really enjoying them. And I think that's what I find so cool about it, is that like it's there for us always. Once we've put it up online, like we can go and enjoy it in like 5 years time and like look back on that period in our lives because of the type of content that we make. So it's nice for us to do something that we enjoy so much and that we can get enjoyment out of later and that our family and friends can also enjoy as well. So that's the aspect of it that I personally find the most like fulfillment out of.
Yeah, so for me it's the whole creative process. I've never considered myself to be a particularly creative person, but just when you're given a camera and you're given an idea, you've got this idea in your head and you're trying to figure out the best way to like convey to the audience. It's quite exciting. And like creativity for me and this whole content creation process, it's like, I always think about it, it's that part of like waking up in the middle of the night and having this idea pop up in your head and you think, no ways. No ways can we make this like idea become reality. And then it's waking up the next day and trying and trying and trying until you eventually get it and like it comes out exactly the way you want it to. And then it's just that process of like evolving from there, like looking back where you started and where you are a few months later. It's just crazy. And it's just like being in control of what you want to put out and what you want to show people, and just really letting your personality and everything about you just shine through the camera and just building a relationship with people like that as well.
Definitely
100%
yes. I think that's something for us that we find so much enjoyment out of, and like I was saying, that we can get enjoyment out of later. If we could then further than that also make a living off of it, it would just be a dream come true, really.
Yeah, this one doesn't really require much explaining. Like, if we could make money from what we're doing, not only would it be able to further our travels, but it also just justifies what we are trying to do and the message that we are trying to put out there. It's just an amazing way to basically be your own boss and just work for yourself and just be in control of like all your finances and just your life moving forward. It's just amazing. And the fact that it's like a passive income where we could literally be sitting around the bonfire and be earning money, or we could be sleeping and earning money. Like just the thought of a constant income source, income stream is just, it would really be just a dream come true.
And you were saying how you've experienced the working world.
Yeah, and it's only 1 year. I worked for 1 year before we started traveling, and just in that year I really realized how much I want to work for myself, and I don't want to have a boss. I want to be my own boss. And I never thought of that before, up until like starting to make videos and things like that.
Caleb Janssens.
Wait.
Caleb Janssens. So we went on a week-long trip early on in our YouTube career when we were just starting out making videos, and we were making a video about this documentary that was being filmed in Ugrabis, and Caleb was part of the team that was filming that documentary. And I still remember the very first time we met him, and then someone mentioned how he had a YouTube channel, and we were like, no, wait. He was the first person that we ever met that had a YouTube channel. And for us, we were also like, this is so cool, like someone that actually relates to us. And he had over 1,000 subscribers and was already monetized. So we were like, who is this guy? This is so cool. But basically through the process of meeting him and learning more from him, he had so many things that he could help us with, tips that he could give us, because we literally knew nothing about YouTube. We were just starting out and we had so many questions. So it was really, really helpful. And then through talking to him, he told us about this community.
Yeah, this community of people, of fellow YouTubers, and we just thought,
and like, creators.
At the time that he told us, we're like, yes, this is exactly what we've been looking for, just to find a group of like-minded people and people who are going through the same journey as us. It's just amazing. And just like an example of how inexperienced we were when we started our journey. Like, we uploaded our first video and it asked us what our thumbnail was.
We were like, what's a thumbnail?
Like, a thumbnail? I thought YouTube does this stuff for you. Like, that's where we were when we started. And it's just quite cool to have got to know this whole CreateZA community. Yes, it is definitely important to give back to your community, because like just with the CreateZA community in particular, it's just so nice to know that there are fellow people and other, like your fellow South African basically, that's going through the same journey as you, because your friends and your family, they don't really understand like how much you have to endure and how much time and effort it takes to do YouTube. And it's
especially when you're first starting out.
Especially when you're first starting out.
Because everything is new. And
it's a lonely journey as well, because not many people know what you're going through. And just to having the opportunity to be part of a community like CreateZA is just amazing, because you know that you're actually not going through this alone. To know that there are other people out there who are going through the same hardships and having to put in the same amount of effort as you are is just really reassuring. And like, it's just nice to know that if ever you have a question, you can just pop it onto the CreateZA community and somebody will definitely have an answer for you. Or like, if you're having a tough day or you're really struggling to record or come up with an idea for something, you know that you have that community there who always have your back and are always willing to help you through the tough times.
And to go into how you can give back, I think one of the most important things is the being there for each other and like the answering questions and like being able to relate to each other in that aspect, but then also actually engaging with people's content and trying to find other people in the community that are maybe in a similar niche to you, especially, but even if they're not, just engaging with people's content. And by engaging, I mean like commenting and liking and that kind of thing, because that really helps out your channel, but also not just in a nice video, you know, great content, and like not really watching the video in a way of the way you would want to receive it yourself. So if you want someone to just click onto the first like 5 minutes or not even 5 minutes, like the first minute of your video and then just leave a nice video in the comment section, then that's what you'll get if that's what you give. But if you go and watch someone's video and you watch like the whole video and you find something in the video to engage with and comment on, that's most of the time, 9 times out of 10 is what you're going to get back. So that for me is important. If you are giving what you want to receive into the community, then I think that's when things start moving really well for everyone in the community.
Wowzers.
What?
Really goody.
Thanks.
Just a very, very big thank you to the CreateZA team and the CreateZA community. This is such an honor for us.
It really is a huge
Every
honor.
Time we saw somebody being content creator of the month, we're like, how
do we do this?
How do we get there? How do we get that
ones?
award? And we're just so stoked that we have the honor of being able to be it for this month. And it's just amazing. Thank you so much to the team, and thank you for all the work that you're putting in for just like content creation in South Africa. I really wish that we could attend these events that you're putting on, but hopefully we'll get there sometime
in the future. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
keep up the great work, guys. Like, it's really, really cool.